We're going to talk about scatter plots and best fit lines. This scatter plot shows the number of CDs in millions that were sold from 1999 to 2005. If the trend continued, about how many CDs were sold in 2006? In order to answer that question, we're going to need to create an equation for the best fit line. Now, these are scattered points, so we want to draw a line that describes the trend, the negative correlation of these points. So we're going to do our best here with this difficult tool to draw a line that best fits this data. And I think that's pretty good. So we're going to erase this one. So to me, it looks like we could probably say that we have a data point here at 1999 and 950, and probably another one about here at 2002 and 800. So we're going to say we have a data point at 99. Well, let's say 1999 and 950. And our other data point is 2002 and 800. So remember that to find our slope, it's y2 minus y1, the change in y, the rise divided by the run, so it's the change in x on the bottom, x2 minus x1. So I get 950 minus 800 divided by 1999 minus 2002, which is 150 divided by -3, which gives us a slope of -50. And I'm going to use the slope-intercept formula to write my equation, y equals mx plus b. I just found my m, so I'm going to write y equals -50x plus b. And I need to find the y-intercept by plugging in an x and a y. So I'm going to plug in 1999. Oh, nope, that's my x, right? So I need to make sure I plug it in right. 950 is my y, equals -50 times 1999 plus b. Now, if I wanted to make my equation smaller, I would use 99 instead of 1999. But we're just going to leave it in the years because it makes it easier to plug in. So we get 950 equals -99,950 plus b. So we're going to add 99,950. And we get that b is equal to 100,900. Now, this really would mean how many CDs were sold in the year 0, so it doesn't really have much context in this problem. But because we want to plug in the year, then we will just go with that. We can't make many predictions before 1990 or too far after because the trend might change. That's called extrapolation, when you try to make a prediction outside the x values that your data contains. So my equation is y equals -50x plus 100,900. And we want to figure out what the sales were in 2000, so I'm going to find when x equals 2, or 2006. It asks us for how many were sold in 2006. So I'm going to take my equation, y equals -50x plus 100,900, and I'm going to plug in 2006. Oops. 100,900. So 50 times 2006 is 100,300 plus 100,900, and y is equal to 600. So in 2006, we expect CD sales were approximately $600 million. Here are our key steps for writing a best fit line. First one, draw a line that fits the data if it's not already drawn for you. 2, pick 2 points on that line, preferably ones that are easy to see, easy to use, so you're not estimating between the values. Find the slope using our slope equation, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 4, find the y-intercept. Now in this video I used y equals mx plus b, so I plugged in m and used one of the points for x and y. And then we solve for b. You can also use slope point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Same thing, you use m, one of the points plugs in for x1 and y1. You may be more familiar with this, and then you get this y by itself. This is not a negative, this is like a point. And then you write your equation, step 5. Step 5, write your equation. In y equals mx plus b form. Remember that when we write an equation of a line, there's no numbers plugged in for the x and the y. And then if you need to, if you're asked to do a prediction, you plug in the desired value for x to find the y. I get y equals negative 50x plus 5,900. And it asked me to estimate what it would be in the year 2006. Well, I entered my data in as x equals the time, or the year, but it's the year since 1900, because 1999 was 99 and 2000 was 100. So 2006, if I want to estimate that, I'm going to put in as 106 years since 1990. I could have used these numbers, but my y-intercept would be a lot higher. Now I'm going to plug in 106 to see what we estimate these sales to be. And if you think about what you're actually finding, we know that CD sales have drastically dropped because we all use MP3 players now. So we have 106 times 50 is 0. That's 0, carry the 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. 1 times 5 is 5. 5,300 negative. So y equals negative 5,300 plus 5,900. Y is equal to 600. So in 2006, we expect CD sales to be approximately 600 million.